In our first part of discussion, we ended with incomplete combustion. Now this is the formula, general formula for complete combustion. Okay, so CnH2n plus 2, general formula for alkanes, and this much amount of oxygen is required for the complete combustion so that safe CO2 and H2O are formed. Okay, so you put n equal to 1, you get accordingly alkane, and keep adding n equal to 1 from 1 to infinity. So they are all variety of alkanes, and accordingly products are formed, and how much amount of oxygen requires, that also is given. So this is the formula for the complete combustion. Now this is oxidation, that to controlled oxidation. Whenever we put some condition, it will be in the form of catalyst or pressure or temperature. So as per our requirement, if you put some condition, okay, so we get desired products. Ultimately in chemistry, condition matters. Okay, in the same way, even in the vehicle also, just now what we were speaking in the first part of combustion. Okay, a vehicle will give you 25 kilometer per liter, but they put on star mark under some conditions. So here also products are formed depend upon what type of reactants are reacting and what all conditions you are putting for the chemical reaction. And if you want a particular condition, then you try to put some conditions. So if you are successful, same condition holds good for the other type of a reaction. Otherwise, you go for changing the condition till you get the result. So conditions are very important in chemical reactions. So here in the first equation, methane is undergoing oxidation. Okay, in the presence of these conditions. Okay, we get a alcohol. Okay, that is methanol. Then in the second oxidation, using the molybdenum oxide, we get aldehyde, methanol, not the methanol. Okay, so methanol and the water. So only conditions matters. If you want alcohol, this is the condition. If you want aldehyde, this is the condition. Okay, now if you take second member of alkane, ethane. Okay, with this one, this is what? Manganese acetate. Manganese acetate, we get a acetic acid or the ethanoic acid. So for alcohol, for aldehyde, for ketone, conditions are different, but all are called as what? Oxidation of alkanes. This is oxidation of alkane only, some special alkane, okay, where some attachments are there, that to where by strong oxidizing agent, right? So one example is 2-methyl propane. When undergoes oxidation with KMnO4, which gives oxygen. KMnO4 is called as what? Oxidizing agent. That means the agent which supplies O, how much O it wants. Okay. So then taking O from the KMnO4, it gives this product, that is 2-methyl propanol or 2-methyl propan to all, because alcohol group is there on the second carbon atom of the main chain. Now this is the another property of alkanes. You see here, this is hexane, normal hexane, all straight chain. See the products 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But here attachment is on the second carbon, and here attachment is on the third carbon. That means same number of carbon atoms are there in the products also. Okay, so whenever you take a particular alkane maintaining the same number of carbon atoms, same number of hydrogen atoms, that means maintaining the same formula. Formula of this one, for example, C5, okay, C4H10, C5H12, this is C6H14. So this is hexane, C6H14. So here also C6H14, C6H14. So in the reactant and the product, formula is the same. That means, now can you guess what type of reaction it is? It is called isomerization. So from one form into different form, having the same molecular formula but different structural formula. So we can convert in chemistry one isomer into another isomer, and that is called as what? Isomerization. Examples are few, but it is possible under some special conditions. Now see, this is one more reaction of alkanes. Here we have taken hexane. There hexane became two isomers of hexane. Okay, now the same hexane under the chromic oxide or the aluminum oxide with pressure and temperature, strong conditions, they undergo rearrangement and they go for a cyclic structure. Okay, so what happens here? Here bond starts. When the bond starts here, 2H will go and creation of the double single bond to maintain the valency. So open chain becomes the closed chain. Saturated becomes the unsaturated. This is called what? This is called, and aliphatic is becoming the aromatic. So because we are converting aliphatic into aromatic, such reactions are called as what? Aromatization. That means making aromatic compounds from the non-aromatic is known as aromatization. And this is what? This is benzene, first member of aromatic hydrocarbon. So to get the first member of aromatic hydrocarbon, we have to take what? Normal hexane. Now what is the second member of aromatic hydrocarbon? Benzene with CH3, that is called toluene. So if you want toluene, that means one more extra CH3 on the benzene ring. What type of hydrocarbon we want? For benzene, we want hexane. Why? In benzene, how many carbon atoms are there? 6 carbon. In the hexane, 6 carbon. Now, if I want a toluene, toluene contains what? 6 plus 1 CH3, 7 carbon. That means in the reactant side, we have to take such a alkane which contains 7 carbon atoms chain. That is naturally heptane. Heptane. Okay. So by taking heptane, we get a toluene. Hexane to benzene, heptane to toluene, and so on. So all these reactions are called what? Aromatization. Now let us go for action of steam. On passing a mixture of steam and methane over heated nickel, which acts as a catalyst. Okay, at 1273 Kelvin, methane is oxidized to carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay, this is very important reaction. When methane reacts with steam, okay, under strong conditions, it converts into what? Carbon monoxide and the hydrogen. My dear friends, let us not worry about this reaction where carbon monoxide is formed. Here, mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is formed. No, so we are not allowing carbon monoxide to escape. Both are collected in the closed container, and this mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is called as synthesis gas, or in short, syn gas, or it is also called as what? Water gas. Okay, so therefore there are some special terms are used for this combination. So mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is known as what? Water gas or syn gas, which is very useful starting material for the preparation of other organic compounds. Therefore here we don't allow carbon monoxide to escape. Reason number one is what? It may harm the atmosphere. And reason number two is what? This combination works out to prepare some other chemicals. Okay, that's why it is safe to keep both in the same container. The next reaction is what? Pyrolysis. Pyro stands for heat. Heat techniques. Pyrotechnics. Pyrometallurgy. Okay, so pyro for wherever heat is there, we use the word pyro. So pyrolysis. Lysis is what? To break. Using the heat energy, we are breaking. Therefore, it is called as the pyrolysis. Let us see. When higher alkanes are heated to high temperature in the presence of alumina or silica as catalyst, the alkanes break down to lower alkanes and alkenes. This is C3H8, propane. Upon pyrolysis gives, what is this? Ethene, alkene, methane, alkane, or one more possibility what? C3H6. This is what? Propene and the hydrogen. Either this or this will happen. So what is the highlight of this reaction? Bigger alkane becoming the small fragments, small units. Okay, you see the next one. This reaction is called fragmentation. Why fragmentation? Because bigger molecule is becoming the small fractions, small fragments, small pieces. So therefore, for this reason, this is called as what? Fragmentation. It is also called by one more name, cracking. Crack means what? To break, crackers. So which will give sound, which will burst, so which will decompose. So crack means to break down. Okay, and this already we learnt pyrolysis here only. So this reaction is called as pyrolysis or cracking or fragmentation. Let us go further. One more example here. Already we learnt here. Now second example is what? C6H14 hexane. At this temperature undergoes cracking into either this combination or this combination or this combination. But remember, which is formed, that will collect it. Okay, what we want, depend upon that we put a condition, accordingly we get the products. That means higher alkanes are becoming the lower members of the either alkane or alkene or alkyne or hydrogen. So depend upon the what condition you are putting, and this process is called as what? Cracking. This is very much useful from the industry point of view, because this cracking we use in what? In petrochemicals. See, there are what many components present in the crude petroleum. They are petroleum gas or gasoline or petrol, diesel, okay, then fuel oil, then what residue or the wax. So all these are the components of the crude petrol. Okay, so now, among these components of the crude petrol, the demand is there for the light fraction, that is for the petrol, because petrol is in high demand. So many vehicles are running on the petrol. Sometimes we face shortage of petrol in the market, or in the where we get the petrol from the Arab countries or the United Arab Emirates, are known as the Gulf countries. That time what we do, already we will be having some stock. If you have by chance, if you have stock of diesel, if you have stock of the fuel oil, okay, that heavy or the heavier fraction or the heavier hydrocarbon, because petrol is called as the light hydrocarbon, diesel called as heavy hydrocarbon, and fuel oil is called as the heavier, still heavier hydrocarbon. So that time what we do, to meet the ever increasing demand of petrol, we decompose fuel oil, we decompose diesel into fractions or kerosene. Okay, and this is known as what? Cracking of petroleum. So when you take special subject at MSc level as petrochemicals, all this we learn, and you are given a handsome salary in the petrochemical industry. So all this is called as what? Pyrolysis. See, this is dodecaine undergoing cracking to give heptane, pentene, and this together this is called as what? Petrol. Okay, right. Now we go for the uses of alkanes. List is endless, so let us not go for all those. What we require, little few uses we understand. Okay, right. One is a source of hydrogen from cracking process. Alkanes are the best source of hydrogen. Okay, so if you crack, if you decompose, we get hydrogen, and you maintain the stock in the industry, that becomes the hydrogen bank. Manufacture of methanol, chloromethane, etc. Many chemicals are prepared from the alkanes. Used in the manufacture of carbon black. I just now I told, incomplete combustion of alkanes gives soot, carbon black, which is useful for the ink, making the rubber stamp. All those uses there. Okay. Now it is also used as lubricants, grease. So alkanes are converted into what? Soft grease, where we employ in the automobile industry, where to avoid the friction for the smooth run of the engine or the vehicles. So we use those as a lubricants. So let's wind up our what discussion with these four uses only. In higher class we learn many uses and we apply the knowledge in the industry. That becomes the application part of the chapter. So till then, keep thinking. Have a nice time, and thank you for being with me, and bye.